You know, I've been thinking about what I wanted to say these past few days, but to me, it seemed a bit early as many of us were focused on grabbing essentials, tightening up loose ends, and ensuring our families were ready for the most stringent policies we've seen in this country, and definitely the county, in a long time. For many Americans, and not just those of us living in Farmers Branch, this situation is unlike anything we've ever faced. Something that maybe only our great grandparents and a few select individuals understand. And while I think about what this means and what this potentially means for us going forward, I'm reminded of all the other times our amazing country has faced insurmountable odds coupled with despair, fear, and uncertainty. It almost seems ominous, but then I think about how this isn't the first time we've faced enormous obstacles. Each and every time, we've come back even stronger, more hungry, and created an even better world than the one we once knew. This will be hard, the hardest challenge we've had to face in a millennium. But I know we're up to the challenge. We've already seen the best of people in these difficult times. So many people rallying around their neighbors, better yet, strangers, as we try to help those who are in need, suffering, and vulnerable find refuge and reassurance in these most difficult and trying times. I think of our school districts still serving our kids whose only meal might have been the ones they were getting at school to ensure they're still getting those meals they desperately need. I think of Metro Crest Services continuing to be a hand up as they help those who are in need find a month or two of financial resources or a warm meal or help finding that next opportunity that they desperately need. I think of our neighbors in our community coming out to support our local and small businesses, trying their very best to keep their doors open and keep their employees paid, which they desperately need. And I think of our first responders, our hospital and medical care workers, and our janitorial staffs who are daily putting their lives on the line to help save as many of us as possible and are those we desperately need. Many of us knew this was a possibility for some time, that we'd have to shelter in place. And as discussed the other day, let's not panic, but understand these directives are for our own best interest. It's paramount that we all adhere to the stipulations of the order. This isn't about us as individuals, but it's about our community and our region. Adhering to the order, no matter what, is how we help out our neighbor and also help out ourselves. Curbing the spread of this disease, not overwhelming our hospitals, and staying home are the most important things you can do right now. With a better understanding of how this virus is accelerating and where we're potentially heading, sheltering in place now will drastically help us preserve the most amount of life in our region. Look, essential functions, as have been available previously, will still be available in terms of grocery stores, hospitals, restaurants for takeout and delivery, and pharmacies will still be open and available to the public. If you need to get out and about, our parks are open. However, I urge you to please adhere to our social distancing orders and take all necessary precautions in terms of protecting yourself. While I'm not thrilled to be in this situation, I've been trying to find the silver lining at the edge of all these dark clouds. Now, with a forced ability to focus, why not pick up that book, learn how to cook, find the time to teach someone something new, or even start that art project you've been wanting to do forever. When I think of these opportunities and the different ways we can be creative and push ourselves in these trying times, I think about how our sharing society wants to connect to those around us. But let's please be mindful of what we're sharing with our world. While many of our lives might be good, we need to remember that not everyone is in a good situation. That a story you feel is innocuous or inconsequential might have an adverse effect on the mental health of someone wishing to be in your situation. Judge Jenkins has shared the news regarding the increase in child abuse, domestic violence, and mental health issues. Stress, uncertainty, and hardship are directly correlated to the rise in these serious issues. And I'm reminded we need to check in on our friends, our neighbors, our elderly, our alone, and those we know might be struggling. The simple act of kindness can oftentimes be the difference in how someone approaches the situation and creates hope where there was previously despair. Be mindful of what you post and how your actions, however innocuous, might affect those around you. By coming together, we become stronger and more resilient. We're able to lift each other up and ensure we're able to move forward together. The faster we're able to slow this disease, the faster we're able to get back to work, shop at our favorite retail locations, and spend time with our friends again. I challenge all of you to be a little vulnerable. Try something new. Get out of your comfort zone. Find a way to better yourself. And continue to shop and support our local businesses. And keep one thing in mind you're most looking forward to when we come out of this on the other side. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. And I'm inspired by what I've seen from our community so far. While this might be some of the worst of times, I'm absolutely certain right around the corner will be the absolute best of times. Stay safe, stay home, and we'll see you all soon.